Okay, so now we are going into the summer sale. I forgot what this was called, but this was kind of the nautical collection that they came up with. So I have two suntans. I purchased like 4 or 5, and I was like, oh yeah, suntan's back, but as we found out in my review, this is not exactly the same as the other suntan I showed you the other day that has the red and white parasol on it. It's not nearly as strong, not quite as good, so alas, they duped us. Nevertheless, I have 2 of those. I have 1 beach grass left. I have 1 beach cabana. And I have 2 summer bonfires. A lot of people absolutely hated this candle. It is kind of marshmallow fireside mixed with almost like a, I don't know, an orangey note. I absolutely love this candle. It is very weird and unique, and so I only have 2, and I want to burn one so bad because we're starting to kind of get warmer weather, and it really does remind me of a bonfire and marshmallows, and so I want to burn one, but then I'll only have 1 left, so I don't know. It's like the internal struggle, first world problems. I have 1 Nantucket Cell and 1 Summer Boardwalk left, so then that would bring us to last July, so I have 2 of the American apples left. This was released around 4th of July, and really this is just farm stand apple, but it has the Patriotic packaging. And then that led us into Pop Tails. This is basically a redo of the Summer Sips collection, so I was really excited when this came out. However, they did not give me a peach cilantro twist, and that was the main one I was wanting, so a little bit disappointing. But I have a mango coconut cooler left, a pink apple punch, island margarita again, sangria berry freeze. I have another watermelon lemonade. This is the cutest watermelon lemonade packaging that's ever been released, so I had to get it. And I love watermelon lemonade. I burn it a couple times throughout the summer, like 1 a month or something, so it never gets old. And limoncello pop tail. Okay, so then that started to transition us into like August, September when school was starting. And so they started to release more of their fall geared line. And so this is kind of the transition point here. And the Cork and Vine was the transitional collection that they released. So I have 1 Sun-Drenched Vineyard, 1 Napa Valley Sunset, and 1 Citron Cedarwood. And that brings us to this kind of solo, standalone, random salted caramel white barn packaging that I have 1 of those because I love the scent. Moving on, that kind of led us to this kind of unexpected destination line. I have a New York black tie, a Los Angeles palm trees and sunshine, which kind of smells like suntan, Paris, which is French Daydream, Italy Espresso Cafe, which is just gourmet espresso. I love that candle. I don't personally drink coffee, but I love the smell of it, so I love the coffee scented candle. Another London Tea and Lemon, which is, again, one of my favorite scents. That brought us into, like, September-y, October time, and that is the best collection of the entire year, every year, the Pumpkin Cafe-ish line. So these are my favorite candles, so you're going to see I have quite a bit of this collection left. The Pumpkin Cafe candles are my absolute favorite line every single year. So I have 3 pumpkin pecan waffles. That's a die-hard fan favorite. Can't be without that. I have a pumpkin cupcake, a pumpkin coconut. This was a very unique candle. I believe I burned 1, and then this is my leftover one. I have cranberry pumpkin. I have caramel pumpkin swirl. This candle is super, super strong. And a pumpkin pie. Absolutely love that scent. Then this one came out, and this was like one of my favorites of the new ones that came out. This is apple pumpkin pancakes. I have 2 of those because it's amazing. And I have pumpkin spiced cheesecake. All right, now I have 2 fall, kind of more like solo releases. There actually were 2 trios that came out last year, and I already burned 1. One was We Love Fall, and this one's We Love Pumpkin. I already burned the We Love Fall one, so I have this one left over, and you can see it's Fragrance Trio, so it's got 3 scents in there. And then Pumpkin Carving, a lot like Heirloom Pumpkin. In my opinion, some people said it's the same. I do not think it was as strong as Heirloom Pumpkin. Then we have our core collection for the fall, the kind of We Love Fall collection that comes out every year. And I have 1 flannel, 1 marshmallow fireside, 2 pumpkin apples, because I love pumpkin apple. It is, you know, I'm a teacher, so when school starts, it's this weird time of year, and Halloween and that time of year is when you kind of start to get into the groove of the school year, and you kind of start to know your kids, and everything's really exciting. So fall is just, I don't know, my favorite time of year, hands down. So we have autumn, which is a nice kind of crisp apple scent. I have one leaves and one sweater weather. And this collection kind of mimicked the other one with the patinaed lids, and so this was the design that they had last fall. So we'll see what they have this upcoming fall, who knows. Okay, so that would bring us through October into November, which they came out with this amazing Thanksgiving collection. And honestly, I burned most of mine. You're going to see here that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gathers, which are Marshmallow Fireside. The reason why is because I found these at semi-annual sale for $5, and I had awesome coupons, so I got each of these for about $3. I have not been able to find a $5 candle at a semi-annual sale in about 2 years, so I was tickled to death when I found them, and even more tickled because Marshmallow Fireside is one of my favorite scents. So I don't care that it has a Thanksgiving label. I usually have them in luminaries anyway, where you can't see the label so well as it is, so I was thrilled to get those. So I have 8 Gathers, which is just Marshmallow Fireside, and 1 Cheers, which is just mulled wine. And then I have Thankful left. And this one actually, let me move this one. This one actually has the little turkey lid that says Thanksgiving 2015. And then I got this really beautiful pumpkin pecan waffles. I just loved the color of the glass. And again, I got it on sale for half price with a coupon. So that brings us into the Christmas and holiday candles from last year. So holiday season 2015. I have this one body care collection one of warm vanilla sugar that came out before Christmas. I had a sweet pea one as well, but I already burned that. So we have Winter Sun, Frosted Cranberry, an amazing candle, one of my all-time faves, Fresh Balsam. I have not 1, but 2 Vanilla Snowflakes. You guys know that is one of my favorite scents. And I have 2 Cozy Cabins. I absolutely adored this. This was actually a new scent that they came out with last year. There's not very many of them. And this one reminded me a whole lot of Ski Lodge. It's not the same, but it's kind of in the same vein. It's similar to Ski Lodge, which is one of my, top 5 favorites. So I do have 2 of those. I bought, I think, 3 of them, and I already burned one. I might have bought 4, but that's what's left. And so that brings us to our holiday traditions. So I have 2 Twisted Peppermint. You can't live without Twisted Peppermint. I love the scent of peppermint. It gets rid of headaches and things. So I have 2 peppermint candles. I have 1 Red Velvet Cheer and 1 Vanilla Bean Noel. And that brings us to the kind of holiday destination line that they came out with this year, which also had the glitter lids that we've seen before. And so I have 1 London Tea and Lemon. I absolutely love that packaging. How beautiful and Christmassy is that? It's so pretty. And then I have 2 of the Swiss Alps Ski Lodge. And I don't think this was as strong as the one in the brown packaging. The one in the brown packaging is way better in my opinion, but they didn't change the notes or anything, kind of like they did with the suntan debacle. So this one is actually, Ski Lodge. They didn't change it at all, but I don't believe that it was as strong, and it definitely did not burn as well. The wicks are not nearly as impressive in this recent line as they were in the line where it has the brown wax. These were kind of like the New Year's candles this past year, and so I have 1 Party Dress and 1 Golden Peach Sparkle, and then I have 1 Be Joyful, which was the new kind of body care scent that they came out around New Year's, and they were making this big old fuss about trying to push the scent, and I really wasn't that impressed. So that is that portion. And now we are kind of out of room in the candle cabinet, so now I'm going to start showing you the ones that are in those 2 bags on the floor, because I'm trashy and I just keep them on my floor. So yeah. So after Christmas, obviously Bath & Body Works had the semi-annual sale. So that is where we are starting off. And so this would be the semi-annual sale that started in 2015 and kind of led into the start of this year. And so these were my kind of unexpected and random finds that I got in the semi-annual sale. So This collection, when it came out, I didn't purchase any from it. It just didn't blow my dress up, and I wasn't that impressed. But I found them at semi-annual sale. I think they were like, $8 or something. So I picked up two just because I skipped out on this collection entirely. So I have one Beach Breeze, and this came out with a body care line as well, and one Sun-Kissed Days. And then my most favoriteest amazing score was I actually found four of the Ski Lodge in the brown packaging, and I burned one. But these are the three that I have left, and I have one in the candle bench. This is the best Ski Lodge. This is the original one. If you guys ever get your hands on this, it is the most amazing candle. I absolutely adore everything about it. So I have three of those, my prized possessions. And I did find two more from the Screen Door and Sweet Tea collection. So I found another sundress, which again is one of my favorites, and a Georgia Peach because I had already burned mine. Then I have these two colored glass, the originals. This really smells like black pepper. And because of that, I just find it really unique. This one came out just, how they release a new colored glass collection kind of at the start of each year. So this one came out, I believe, in January with the new colored glass for 2016. And yeah, it has a black pepper scent, and it smells, I don't know, I just really like it because it's unique, and I kind of like the candles that are unique and weird sometimes. And then this is the most recent collection that I've even purchased from, which is like old now. This thing is probably a month or two old, but like I said, I've kind of been not impressed with the price increase, and the collections that have been coming out haven't just been anything new. You can see with my collection, most of what they're releasing right now, I already have one or two already in my collection. So I got one Mocha Latte Swirl, which is again just gourmet espresso, and I do love that scent. And I actually purchased two of these blueberries and cream. I just burned one this month, and so I will probably upload either a individual review, or I'll do an empties video. So you'll get to hear my opinion on it. It really does smell like blueberries. It wasn't nearly as strong as I expected, so a little bit of a letdown, but again, it was more of a unique scent. So I just have that one left because I already burned the second one that I had purchased. Alright guys, so that is the candle cabinet portion of my candle collection. That includes all of my Bath & Body Works candles. So that is all of my 3 wicks at least. I do still have some minis that I will record in a different video, despite the ones I've already showed you that were in the actual candle bench. But that is the bulk of the collection. Like I said, this little cabinet holds a ton, so it stores them pretty conveniently, except for, my overflow that, I take care of as I burn them, so it's not that big of a deal. I just hate having to vacuum around the bags or lift them because they're incredibly heavy. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought of my collection, and I will show you my minis, and then I will show you guys maybe my Bath & Body Works luminaries, or candle sleeves, or accessory type stuff, and then I will show you my Yankee candles. I don't have a whole bunch of Yankee, but I do have, I do have quite a few that I've gotten at semi-annual sales. So that is it for now. I will see you in the next video. Bye!